When you're in Negril, you can always find a creative property. And for this episode, I will be visiting Boardwalk Village. Now at first it was like a craft village, and then the owner saw more potential and started to build rooms and turn it into a hotel.
Kareem's Quest. Travel different from the rest. You're watching Kareem's Quest. Always an adventure when you're watching Kareem's Quest.
Sitting down beside me is the conceptualizer, the everything, right? I mean, the man's super busy. We're supposed to do an interview from an hour ago. Yeah. I have to mention that, right? And you're all over the place to solve problems.
Absolutely.
All right. So, Mr. Wallace, how did you come up with the concept? Tell me about the history of Boardwalk Village.
So, my family owned this property for many years. It was just an empty lot. And then in 2009, we decided that we wanted to do something with it. So we started to build. It was designed as a small hotel.
Okay.
So we built it as a small hotel, 21 rooms.
So wait, before that, was it like a craft type village?
No. How it goes is that we built it. We started building in 2009. By 2000, it took us 2 years to complete because we were taking our time to build it. When it was finished, I decided not to open it as a small hotel.
Okay.
Because at the time, small hotels were not doing well, and I didn't want to go into a business that was not doing well.
Right.
So we decided to try the shopping village.
Ah, right.
Right. So what we did, the property was built as rooms, but then we didn't finish them as rooms. We turned and converted them into shops.
Okay.
So we had shops. So that's where the shopping village came up.
So all of this would be shopping village or?
All of these were shops. There were shops all around. These rooms were shops.
Okay.
And so we did that for a while, and then but we started getting demand for rooms. We started getting requests for rooms. And so we started, slowly transitioning into the hotel until eventually we went back into a full hotel and, we added some shops.
So wait, what was happening? Tourists were just coming and they just said that they like you and they want to stay?
No, well, something like that. Because, remember we're in tourism business. We have another hotel on the West End and so forth. And so through all our connections and so the demand, was there, and the property, the location of the property, and the way the property is laid out.
Because it's kind of extended away from the cluster of other hotels,
Absolutely.
right?
We are at the north end of the 7 Mile Beach. So we,
I drove from Hanover to come in, however, most persons drive from that Westmoreland end.
Not necessarily. I think you have an even flow of traffic from either end. So it's a lot of people drive north coast to come down, especially the fact that the airport is that way. This is where most of the traffic comes from the airport. But we are away from the hustle and bustle of downtown Negril.
So back to the point that I want to say, a lot of persons who, especially coming from, if you come from Kingston, most of the time you take the south coast, right, and you have a cluster of hotels on the Norman Manley Boulevard, right? And they are extended in terms of much further from it. So
yes,
it's a calmer type setting.
It's a calmer setting. We're right next door to Sandals Negril, and Azul Sensatori is just down two lots down from us, and so we're right in a good spot. We are, as I said, less hustle and bustle, very peaceful, very quiet, very safe.
True.
Yeah.
The layout now, you have a lot of trees, you use a lot of colors. What influenced that? To find all the Kareem's Quest content in one place, visit the website kareemsquest.com. You'll see colorful adventure stories, a lot of pictures of Jamaica's beautiful landscape, and articles that highlight the many unique things about Jamaica. It's all at kareemsquest.com.
So we wanted to be authentic, and so we wanted to be to reflect the true Jamaican experience. So we went into a lot of the plants that are, we try to have some of the indigenous plants here. We have a lot of fruit trees, things that people normally would not see.
And you cover up all of the rooms kind of with plants like this. Diners, we have banana plants right here. So
What we try to create is a lush landscape for the tropical feel, the true Jamaican authentic feel. So we have a lot of plants around. We try to have as many fruit trees. We have ackee, banana,
coconut, of
plantain,
course.
coconut, mangoes, and foreigners love it. There are a lot of things that we take for granted here that's a big deal for other people. I mean, even the sun. Most Jamaicans run from the sun because we don't like the sun. It's hot and it burns you and all that kind of thing. Tourists will travel thousands of miles just to lay in the sun for the whole day. So so you have to understand your market and who you're catering to. Even though we don't just cater for tourists, obviously, we cater for everybody, for locals as well, and we do have a strong local following.
And then the colors now.
So yeah, we just wanted to do something different, something unique, something that will make a difference, but doesn't necessarily cost a lot of money. It's just using your imagination and your ingenuity to create something different. To have a good market share, you have to be somewhat unique in your offering, in what you offer, because look at it. Negril is 7 miles of beach, and there are dozens of hotels, if not hundreds, and restaurants and bars. They're all selling the same products, the same food, the same everything.
So you have to be somewhat distinguishable.
Exactly.
Tell me about your rooms now. So you have 3 categories of rooms,
Yes.
right? You have your standard room, you have your studio, and you have your king room.
Right. So yes, exactly. So
Tell me from standard.
that's based on the market. Now the standard rooms has 2 double beds, and that can sleep up to 40. Okay. The king room has.
But the
one
standard,
king
you have to give me some more, man. The standard room has AC, has TV.
Absolutely. It has AC.
You can't take this for
flat-screen
granted.
TV,
Right.
hot water. What else? It has,
It has a little dining table too.
yes, it has a table with chairs and as I said, 2 beds. And it's a large room. It's
Yeah.
larger than normal hotel room. So you have more. You have a
So if it's a group trip, them and the big family trip, them
we
that's
have
standard room.
some rooms that are adjoining. We have standard rooms adjoining a king room. So like a family comes with parents and kids, they can have adjoining room.
That
Can
makes
open
sense.
up inside, yes. So the parents can be on one side and the kids on the other. So
Okay.
So yeah, so
And then the next level now,
it's a king room, which is instead of the 2 double beds, it's 1 king bed. That is for couples, and that room comes with a little more amenities. It comes with a little fridge and a microwave and coffee pots and so forth.
okay.
So that's a little bit more luxurious. And then the next category is studios. We have some rooms with kitchenettes in there,
All right.
and those come with king beds as well.
Okay, then so the studio have the kitchenette, and of course it has the same TV and the same AC and
And
so
all
forth.
the rooms have blow dryers as well,
And a safe.
and a safe.
See me a lot tell man say
And for me, these things are standard. You can't say you have a hotel.
Alright, listen,
without
him don't put
having-
it up with an iron. I've been to a lot of places that don't even have iron, right?
We have iron boards. We have safes. We
Yeah.
have blow dryers. We have, of course, AC, hot and cold water. We have so all of these things are included in our rooms.
I get you. I definitely get you, man. So it has all of those stuff there, right? Which he did not mention. Good. So you have your rooms in your studio. Then who would stay? Because I think somebody who's staying on a long-term basis would stay at the studio, right?
So the students more for long term or for people with special needs, meaning
Okay.
you have to prepare your own meals or sometimes if you're on a budget and you want to prepare your own breakfast or whatever, you're on a special
And
diet
if
or
you're
so.
staying for long, yes, I would recommend that. Good,
Yes.
because I do tell persons that You know, it's not an all-inclusive type hotel, so
It's not.
you definitely, if you're staying for long, you definitely want to make sure that you bring your food, you bring your grocery, and there are supermarkets and so forth close by.
Absolutely, yes. So,
And something that I know say you weren't going to mention, I recognize that you're also wheelchair accessible.
we are. We have
All
ramps.
the rooms have ramps.
Yes, absolutely. So these are the basic things that you need, to compete on the international market, and that's what we are obviously we are a licensed hotel with the Jamaica Tourist Board, and we are licensed through TPD, but we are COVID compliant as well. We were the third hotel in Negril, I believe, to get our COVID certificate, and we have won many awards. We are also a hospitality,
Including the Jamaica Hospital. Yeah, you're gonna say it.
You saw it right.
Remember the most
We are
the Cleanest Jamaica's Hospitality Award.
right for small hotel. Best small hotel in
There's
Jamaica.
something I see at this hotel that I've never seen at another hotel like this too. You basically have a craft, you still have a craft type shop layout, right?
So yeah,
What did that, how did that come about and what inspired you to incorporate that?
so remember we're evolving from a shopping village, which we had shops. So some of these tenants were here with us, and we didn't want to just put them out. So we said, okay, we're gonna find a space for you. So we created that space, and it also, and what we did, we kept the authentic Jamaican stores that we have. People that make their own stuff.
Because I
People
spoke to a couple of them.
sells craft and do carving.
Talk to Biggs, right?
So this is authentic. So we try to maintain the authenticity, and we're also trying to get more people involved in tourism, to help other people. So it's not just about you and us. We have to spread the word. So we have these.
And I have to give you credit for that now, because let me tell you why. Some places just have their own stores
Exactly,
and bring in
and
their own
operate it
products.
themselves.
You literally make the locals come set up their own thing. And they have a proper shop too. It's not just a makeshift thing.
Right. So we build some. As I said, we raise the standard. We want to operate at international standards, and we know what to do, and so we just do it. So we as Jamaicans can rise to those levels. A lot. It's sad to see that it doesn't always happen that the Jamaican-owned companies or hotels or businesses, are usually below standard, and that is something that I refuse to do. I refuse to go in that direction. We can compete at international standards, and if you do, yes, it costs more. It's a lot more paperwork. It's a lot more spending, a lot more maintenance, a lot more training. But trust me, at the end of the day, it pays off.
So beside it now, you have your spa.
We have a spa. We have two other ladies, two other independent Jamaican people making a living there. Right in this area, we have 12 families outside of my family, outside of the 70 people that work for Boardwalk. That earn a living out of tourism through us. Wow. So and as a president of the chamber and a person who is in tourism for many years, we recognize the fact that we need more ordinary Jamaicans to benefit from tourism. Because I don't think we as a country really embrace tourism the way we should, because I believe we could be doing a lot better than we are. If we change some things, change the way we did some things, and improve something. And obviously it requires investment. And I use the word investment specifically because whatever monies are needed to be spent in Negril will be earned back. Wow. Because it's not like in some cases when you spend money to do something, like government might spend the money to fix a road or something, and the road is just there and nothing. Every dollar spent in Negril, it's gonna result in increased revenue.
Negril is basically upkept by private owners, because it's basically you guys who own your villas and support like that. Pump back the money.
Exactly. So the private companies usually takes care of their entities, right? They make sure that their verges outside are clean and their the walls are nice and painted and everything. But there is some responsibility that the government needs to fulfill. The infrastructure, water, light, sewage, housing for workers, safety and security, which is a critical factor that we need to address. And that goes deep because it's not just about the police and what is happening. No, we need to get into the changing of the laws because the laws that are on the books are not adequate to deal with tourism and to protect and grow tourism. And
this is why he's a chamber of commerce, you know what I mean? This is where you're born, so you want to see this place.
Absolutely, and it's, you know, it's we talk, Jamaicans love talk about nothing and guan and things rough and pitney hungry and all of that, and we're sitting on a gold mine. I genuinely believe that tourism can make Jamaica
so it must hurt you when you see international people come in and make more money off the country than we do.
Look at what's happening. Most of the businesses in Negril, and this is sad but true, you know, it depends on where you look at it, are foreign owned. And that is something that I, you know, it's a delicate situation to talk about because you don't want our foreign investors to feel like we don't want.
When you see that
here.
money leaving.
But there's opportunity here for Jamaicans, but we're not taking it. We're not interested. We are more interested in migrating, leaving the island when the foreigners are coming down and buying property. Some of them come on vacation and they look around and see opportunity. And then they take it and they move here and live and they're running successful businesses. And all kudos to them, that's great and we love them and there's no issue. But I'm just saying that for Jamaicans to be sitting here and saying and complaining that there's no opportunity, that's not true. There is opportunity, and you just have to believe and to, you know, I guess the first thing people will say, oh, man, I have no money to do this. But look, we didn't start out rich. We worked our way up, but got loans and build and
figure out a way of work together as well.
It can be done, and there are many examples of ordinary Jamaicans starting from zero and becoming successful. So we need to follow their example.
All right. So tell me quickly now about your restaurant. When you're at this restaurant, what you must try? To see more Kareems Quest features and observe some of the beautiful places that are highlighted, look for Kareems Quest on Instagram and Facebook, where you can view different posts throughout the week. And to watch the latest videos and see extra behind the scenes content, go to YouTube and subscribe to Kareems Quest. And while you're there, don't forget to comment, share, and click the bell icon so you can know when all the new episodes are out.
So I would recommend the fish or the lobster. We have a grill on,
Yes,
that's a feature. So what we do, we have live lobster that's kept in the cages in the sea, and whenever the guests want to have, they bring it. We bring up the cage and they select the one. We bring it over to the grill and we prepare it for them. The best lobster you'll ever have.
Alright, so you haven't tried lobster. What about the drink? What drink should people try?
We have of course we have all the traditional drinks, all the daiquiris and the, you know, Bob Marley's and all that. But here I would recommend you try the mango daiquiri. That is a
mango daiquiri.
Yeah, and the rum runner. If you're a rum person, the rum runner will knock you out.
So what we do the rum runner and the mango daiquiri. And when person are coming here, even if you're not a guest, you can still access the restaurant, right?
Right. So we are not an all-inclusive hotel. We are open to the public. We don't allow food and drink to be brought here for obvious reasons, but we don't charge. We don't charge for people to come. The beach chairs are free access. If you want a pad or an umbrella for the beach chair, that's an extra charge for that. Now, so we are open to the public, so people can just come by to have dinner, come by for lunch. You can come by and spend the day at the beach. You know, we all we ask is that you patronize our facility, and it's fine. You know, and if you're a guest here, you can stay. You know, you can. We have some meal plans that you can order. You can get breakfast and dinner with your room. And we have corporate rates as well. We have quite a few corporate clients that use our facility as when their sales people and so on, their team comes down to Negril or to this area. So we're very flexible.
All right. So when you come to Negril, you know, look out for Boardwalk Village. Sorry. It's just it's a lovely place. It's a nice property. I like the fact that it's distant from the hustle and bustle and the cluster of other hotels, because it does feel, even though you're in the same location, it feels a little bit different. Yes, and the way you guys have designed this place is very ingenious. So thank you so much for this interview. Really appreciate, you know, the wealth of knowledge. And then at the same time, what I like about the mom and pop type places, you guys are more passionate. Yeah. So we love, I can feel that passion coming out of you and wanting to see Jamaica.
And what a message I'd like to leave with is that I know a lot of Jamaicans, when they go on vacation, they like the fancy, the big all-inclusive with all the fancy this and the fancy that. But bear in mind, when you stay at properties like Boardwalk and other Jamaican-owned small properties, you're helping the local economy more. You're helping your country more, because all the money that is spent here stays in Jamaica. When you stay in a big all-inclusive, sometimes the money don't even come here. And you know, so it's good for the investors, but as I said, people need to know these things so that if you want to make a conscious choice, you can.
This end of the island is so relaxing. You're looking at the 7 Mile Beach, which is comparable to none other. Plus, the liveliness of the people and the authenticity of the entire atmosphere. Kareems Quest is all about highlighting these unique places in Jamaica. Because when you come to Jamaica, it's like an experience that you can't compare to nowhere else. As usual, stay safe, walk good, and you're always invited to join the quest.